So the 2023 Gold Sovereign, what do we have in store? Well, most people have obviously picked up by now, if they're intending to, the 2022 in its various forms. We've got the bullion here on the right, proof here on the left. And if you look back in recent years, particularly the special years, where the design of the sovereign is different to this normal George and the Dragon design, most of those special years, so 1989, we've got 2002, 2005, 2012, etc., they have all commanded quite a premium over the normal sovereigns. And in terms of the bullion, in terms of the proof versions like this, they've all done rather well. So what we might anticipate is if there was another different design in 2023, perhaps there would be, again, a bit of speculation on the price. I think a lot of people have decided to pick up the bullion version of the 2022, expecting that, there will be a little premium over the normal bullion price. I don't think it'll be crazy, but, there probably will be some sort of difference, especially when you look at, the 2002. These tend to go for a little bit of a premium over the normal bullion price. We're not talking by loads, but, a couple of percent. Also the 2012 as well. And the design in the 2012, I like the design, but the proof version would really show it off. So I haven't got the proof version, but you can see it there just about. So 2005 wasn't necessarily a special year for anything in particular, but the Royal Mint just decided they would do a different, design on the front there, Timothy Node's version, and that has done pretty well. It's quite popular amongst many people. The old shields from Young Victoria era, and they're always popular. So what will we see in 2023? Well, in terms of the design itself, I would imagine it will probably go back to George and the Dragon, unless they do, invent a reason for it being a special year. You can see this 2017, it does have a privy mark here on the left. So whilst it is still George and the Dragon, this little privy mark, it does mean that those get a little bit of premium too. Now, in terms of the gold content, it's going to probably be the same as it always has been. That's what makes it a sovereign, the gold content, the amount of gold that you get per the coin. You can see, however, whilst the modern version and some of the older versions are still the same gold content, there is a totally different colour to them. So you can see this Australia sovereign, beautiful colour compared to the more modern coppery looking ones. In my opinion, most people agree with that. There are some people that like the sort of rosy gold, coppery looking ones, but I think most people do just like, the yellowiness of gold, because that's what we sort of associate with gold. So I would imagine, like I say, the colour will probably carry on along similar lines. And the next real sort of thing to consider is who will be on the portrait. So at the moment we obviously have the 5th portrait of Liz, and that is seen on the right compared to the 4th portrait on the left. We've also been through obviously 3 portraits before that, the Gillick, there was the McKinn, and then there was another head there as well, which only came in the proof versions. But definitely something to consider. Should something happen to poor Queenie, then we might see a change in terms of Monarch. I don't imagine they would change the portrait unless they were going to change the Monarch, but maybe they would. So interested to know what you think will happen. Let me know. And yeah, providing Queenie is all well and good, then I assume we would have the same on that side. In terms of in the past, there were some years that had, different heads that came on the same year of coins. So if you look at 1887, for example, there was the Jubilee head there, but that's where it changed from the Young head in Victoria. So that's a potential thing that could happen. If Queen's fighting fit at the minute, but you never know. One day, eventually, will become another monarch, unless she lives forever. And yeah, my thoughts are, if I had to guess, we'll probably see George and the Dragon, maybe a privy mark, but this is just my guess. So what do you think, guys? Have you any thoughts? Have you seen anything There's a few websites starting to come out with mock-ups of the 2023, and they've literally just, changed the date over there in the editing software. But no one knows for sure, so it is currently just speculation at the moment. Like I say, they usually release later on in the year, so in the fall, have a look for those. And if there is a proof version that's, again, a different design, then it will probably create a bit more demand, probably have people, looking to buy those. It is just a bit more speculation, with the proofs. Some years they might be more popular. The Royal Mint in general, they're releasing a lot of different series at the moment, and I've tried to use their website to figure out what's going on. It just seems very chaotic and unorganised. Maybe it is, maybe it's just the website is, not laid out in the best of ways. I'm not sure, but no one really seems to be able to get the information, so I'm going to put it down to the Royal Mint. And with so many different proof sets, it almost devalues, I think, the series. If you look at the 1989 Sovereign, which I don't have to hand, it's in storage at the minute, but if you look at the 1989, that was only available in the proof version. I think there might have been a BU as well, but it wasn't available in bullion. So because of that, anyone who wants the 1989, they need to pay for the proof. Whereas 2022, everyone's kind of cottoned on, okay, these special years do alright. And there is also the bullion version, so there is a cheap way into getting a 2022 if you just like the design and you just want one for your collection. So let's see how it goes, and as soon as I have an update, I will obviously update here. And yeah, I'll obviously be picking one up. So I do have a date run going on of the sovereigns. There's not that many years that I need this side of 1900, and there's only a handful of years I need of Elizabeth States in the bullion form. But it's an ongoing project, when it's convenient. I'm not going to pay more just to be able to get another bullion sovereign of a different year. I'm still going to go with, the cheapest sovereigns, really, because it is just bullion at the end of the day. And whilst it's a bit of fun for me, not going to make that much odds when I come to sell. So, still pick up some fancy, odd coins here and there. I probably won't be stacking, a lot of expensive proof coins or really limited coins. There is also the other Monarchs, pre-Victoria. Be quite keen on getting some of those, but just when you look at the prices, they are definitely into the collector market, with the amount of premium. So if I see a good deal, I'll be tempted, but otherwise just stacking the bullion. So whilst it's nice to have a few of these, I don't think they're going to go, anything super crazy. They will just maintain a bit of a premium over the bullion. So, if you enjoyed the video, I look forward to hearing your thoughts and comments in the comments below. Let's see, what do you think? Do you think we're going to see a different design? Do you think we're going to see a privy mark? Would you bet on a different Monarch by then? Let's see.